Welcome to Pampered Chef TV. Today we're going to be interviewing Pampered Chef consultant Emily Terrell, and we're going to be looking at secrets about how to be successful being a Pampered Chef consultant, how to work with hosts, and how to be successful in each home. So as we're going to ask her questions today in this interview, I hope that you are all able to learn something more about being a successful Pampered Chef consultant.
I became a consultant with the Pampered Chef about 5 months ago. I had just graduated college, and I'm currently married to a pastor. I wanted to be able to be highly involved in his ministry, have lunch with him every day, and just have a flexible job that would also allow us to have a good income and allow me to be a stay-at-home mom eventually once we have kids. I've been loving my business ever since, and I've been so grateful to be able to have success so far in my business, and I can't wait for more success in the future. Today I want to share a few tips with you that hopefully will help you in your business, because there are great things that have helped me in my journey so far with the Pampered Chef.
Emily, what is your key to having a room full of guests at your shows?
Well, there's one obvious answer to that question. If you want to have a room full of guests at your show, then you have to have a list full of guests to invite. So, I encourage all of my hosts to invite at least 40 people to their show, because I tell them that only a third to a half will probably be able to make it. I also send invitations for my host. I tell them to give me the addresses of their guests so that I can make it as easy as possible for them. I send out the invitations so I know that all of those 40 people were actually invited. I don't leave it up to the host to do all the inviting for me. Postage is such a small price to pay for a high attendance show. One idea that Sandy Prusner recently introduced me to is using the phone bite service. So now, 2 days before my shows, I send a reminder call to all of the guests who have been invited to the show. In that reminder call, I tell them what we're going to be making at the show, so they can already be excited about the food that we're going to enjoy. I also tell them that if they bring a friend that the host did not invite, then I will give both her and her friend a free cookbook, and I give them a season's best. I've done this for my last 2 shows, and 3 people have already taken me up on that offer. So in just 2 shows, 3 extra people showed up, which ended up being over $100 in orders for those 3 people. That's more commission for me and more rewards for my host. So that phone bite is an excellent way to spend just a few cents per call, and it really has great success in your shows. And face it, in our line of business, not everybody's going to be able to come to a show. People will pick a bad night for the show, and not everybody's going to be able to make it. So I let my host know up front that they can collect outside orders for anyone who is not able to attend. So just because 8 people show up at your show, there's no reason why you can't have 20 orders and a $1,000 show.
Emily, how do you minimize cancellations and postponements?
So I've been a consultant for about 5 months now, and I've been fortunate to have only 1 cancellation and only 1 postponement. And I think the key to that is having close contact with your host. Every Monday, I call all of the hosts who are going to be having a party that week. Every Tuesday, I call the hosts who are having a party the following week. And every Wednesday, I call the host who is going to have a party in 3 weeks. So that way, each host is being contacted every 6 days leading up to their show. It helps keep their excitement up about their upcoming show, and it just increases show attendance and allows them to build a good wish list, and it's a great way for them not to feel like they have to cancel. And another thing I want to point out, the 2 shows, one that was canceled and the one that was postponed, I think the reason for that was those are the only 2 shows that I did not personally send the physical invitations for my host. I depended on them to do the calling and them to do the emailing. And as a result, those shows did not make it when they were supposed to.
Emily, could you tell us why you think people book shows with you?
That's a good question. I don't really know. Well, I think I do a good job of talking about our excellent host rewards program. I'll start every show by complimenting the host, thanking the host, talking about what a beautiful home the host has and what a great job she's done, and getting all of the ingredients that we need, picking our recipe, and inviting all of her friends. And then I get everyone to turn to the first couple of pages in the catalog so they can see all of the great host rewards that the host is going to receive that day. I tell them what my average host receives in free product value. I tell them about the monthly specials, and I just really create an atmosphere of excitement about everything that our Host Reward program has to offer. And I usually have at least 2 or 3 people from every show who want to have their own show so that they can have a great time.
Emily, how do you inspire interest in the business at your shows?
This is an area where I'm really trying to grow personally in this part of my show. My first 3 months, I had been told about the Director Express program, and I thought, oh, it'll be so great, I'll be a director at the end of my first 90 days, and nobody joined my team. And I wasn't really sure why. I thought, I think I have a good show, everybody wants to book a show with me, why does no one want to join my team? Well, I went to a Director Express program, and I found out exactly why nobody wanted to join my team. It's because I wasn't even really talking about the business opportunity. I would give my 90-second commercial about why I joined the Pampered Chef, but didn't really tell them any information at all about the business or what it means to be a Pampered Chef consultant. So now, the tactic that I'm taking, almost all of my shows revolve around the deep covered baker, which I refer to as the one pot wonder. I then do a recruiting plug talking about the one job wonder. I talk about how it can meet anybody's needs, whether someone wants more income, more flexibility, more fun, more recipes, more time, more freedom, regardless of what someone wants, the Pampered Chef probably has a way to meet that particular want or need. So now, instead of at the end of the show handing out no information at all about the business, now that I talk about the one job wonder, I have 2 to 3 people after every show taking home a brochure about the business. And I recently had someone join my team.
Emily, do you think there was one moment of training that changed your business?
Yes, there was. I attended a Director Express meeting in Columbia not too long ago, and I was introduced to the Go for No strategy. At first, when I first started my business, and someone told me no, they didn't want to join my team, or no, they didn't want to host their own show, or no, their kitchen's already full, they don't need any new products, I took that kind of personally. I thought, gosh, they're telling me no, not no to all these other things. And it took quite a few times, and it took learning this new strategy, Go for No, that no is not a personal no. It's just, no, I don't want that particular thing. No, that doesn't meet the needs that I have right now. So the Go for No strategy is all about how many no's does it take to get to a yes. Each no is one step closer to a yes. None of those are meant personally. And a no might not be a no, not ever. It might be a no, not right now. So I encourage you, get on the phone, talk to people, and don't worry about the no's, because it is one step closer to a yes. And that has kept me from feeling defeated, it has kept me from feeling like a disappointment to myself, and it has kept my business growing, because I'm not afraid of no anymore, because I'm one step closer to a yes.